Good day everyone, I am Melanie Pancho from Bitulad HE1. For today's video, I am going to share you about the fermentation and pickling, including its equipment, tools, utensils, and materials. Fermentation is also quite simple and dates back in China as early as 7000 before Christ era. A fermented food has been preserved and transformed by bacteria. Usually, that means that the sugars and carbohydrates in the food had been eaten by the good bacteria. The bacteria then convert the sugars into other substances like acid, carbon dioxide, and alcohol. Those substances in turn preserve the food. Fermentation encourages probiotics to thrive and is thus good for the human digestive system. Eating fermented food is thought to be part of a healthy diet. Fermentation is also used in baking many types of breads all around the world. With bread, this refers to the process where yeast converts sugar to carbon dioxide and alcohol in the absence of oxygen, causing dough to rise.
Pickling is the process of using an acidic brine to preserve a food. Acidic brines are made with either salty water, sugar water, lemon juice, or vinegar. Either substance or sometimes a combination of them is poured over vegetable, fruit, meat, or fish, which are then placed in a tight jar for a few days. This process changes the taste of the vegetables, making them more sour.
The tools and equipment for fermentation are cutting tools, cutting surface, mixing bowls, jars and crocks, bottles, stainless steel funnel, wooden founder. Cutting tools. You only need one good knife to chop vegetables and you can use grater to shred vegetables. In cutting surface, a good size of chopping board gives you room to work. Mixing bowls, metal is perfectly fine for preparing and mixing your fermented tools. Jars and crocks. For fermenting vegetables, use glass jars. Bottles. You can use for beer or wine bottles. Stainless steel funnel. It is more preferable to use metal than plastic. Wooden founder. It is used to bruise your vegetables before either packing them into jars. Canning jars is a recommended home canning for comes in a several standard size ranging from pence to quarts. Pickling spices are the mixture of spices that helps in inducing a dip of flavor to pickles. Vinegar is the one of the most important ingredient used in pickling foods. Jar grabber is a convenient tool used for pulling out jars from boiling water. Funnels aid in the careful pouring of pickled ingredients into the sterilized jars. Lid lifter helps in removing jar lids safely and securely from scalding hot water. Pickling crock looks like a pot or a small bucket that helps in the safe fermentation of pickled food. That's it, and thank you, and hope you learned something from my discussion.